Well, what's the crack? My name is John, this is Johnsock Gaming, and welcome back to Alan Wake Remastered. We are on to episode 3, and I just want to say thanks a million. Got some great feedback from episode 1 and 2, and viewers were saying that my voice is sometimes too loud and the game isn't quite loud enough, so I've made that adjustment. Please let me know if that's been fixed. And just one other thing to note is that sometimes at the end of these videos, there's music that plays and it's actually like copyright music, so I've had to cut that out. So if you're noticing those cuts, that's simply the reason why. Apart from that, let's jump back in here to episode 3, and I'm sure we will get some kind of a recap from Alan.
Previously on Alan Wake, Alice has been kidnapped.
Alan, please help me.
Alice?
You'll do exactly what I say if you ever want to see your wife again.
I can't tell anyone except my agent Barry.
Damn it, Barry, they'll kill her. You're my best friend, and I'm worried that you're not right in the head.
The ransom is a manuscript I supposedly wrote that's coming true before my eyes.
It happened just the way it was on that page. So dark.
I have found only a few scattered pages.
I want the entire manuscript.
The deadline is in 2 days.
I found Mr. Wake's pages.
Good girl.
How the hell did she get her hands on the manuscript anyway?
I don't know. She's resourceful. I told you were too hard on her. Listen, I found out all sorts of interesting stuff while I was digging around.
Yeah.
Mr. Wake, it's Sheriff Breaker. We have an FBI agent here, Agent Nightingale.
FBI?
He's anxious to see you. You'd better come to the station.
Okay, I'll be right over, Sheriff. Let's make this quick, huh?
Help you folks? Name's Randolph. I'm the manager.
We're looking for Rose. Works as a waitress down at the diner.
Rose, sure. Nice girl. Who wants to know?
I'm Alan Wake.
The writer, huh? I heard on the radio you were visiting. Well, I'll show you her trailer. That Rose, she's a nice girl. Always pays her rent on time.
As I was saying, Al, I found all sorts of weird stuff from the local newspaper's archives. This place is crazy. Disappearances, mysterious deaths, urban legends come true, and get this, most of this stuff takes place around Cauldron Lake.
Well, you ain't wrong, mister. The Indians thought the lake was a doorway to the underworld. I'm the God-fearing type myself. I don't hold with that sort of thing.
Yeah, okay.
Good man,
Anyway,
Randolph.
There was an island there
We're
owned
not
by a
superstitious.
guy called Thomas Zane. Now, some of the articles
Nonsense.
I found about him make him out to be a famous writer, but I ran a bunch of searches, couldn't find a single thing he wrote. Zane was heavily into diving, so much so that the place came to be called Diver's Isle. But the volcano under the lake erupted in 1970, and Zane went down with the island.
Yeah, how about that? It was there in the morning, as if it had fallen from the sky. But it would take a tornado to lift something like that. We're damn lucky it didn't crush any of the trailers.
What?
Come on, mister. I'll take you to Rose's trailer.
So the boat just landed from the sky into the trailer park next to Rose's cabin. Wonder, was it the black evil lady? Sorry, meant to go this way. I mean, this seems to be taking a little bit of time. Can I get the gate here? No.
It gets better. A local girl, Barbara Jagger, drowned in Cauldron Lake just a week earlier. They were lovers.
Sure, Jagger's a local spook store. The Scratching Hag. Comes for you in the dark. Childish stuff like that.
Anyway, Al, I'm just getting to the best part. All of the articles about this stuff were written by Cynthia Weaver. I asked around, and she's that crazy bag lady you met.
What, the lamp lady? She can be a little loopy, but she's not homeless or anything.
Yeah, anyway, she knew both Jagger and Zane before they both died, and she had some kind of a breakdown.
She's a little bit creepy. So the manuscript that I find, or what's already happened, but he's written it in the future, and that's also
Just
what the
follow me.
kidnapper
It's not
wants,
far.
and what Barry wants, is the story I've written. I think that's what's happening. Barry just wanted money. Money, money, money. Okay, let's find Rose, who's possessed by the creepy lady. Oh my god, she's right there. Behind the door.
Welcome to... Oh dear, Mr. Wake. I'm so glad you're here.
Rose, you have my manuscript?
Oh. Oh yes. Yes. Please, come in.
Hey, this is really good.
I would not be drinking that.
Rose,
Yes,
my manuscript. I really need it.
I understand. I know what you need. A muse to inspire you.
Oh, for Barry. She doesn't have anything.
Yeah, hey, Al? Al, what's... Oh...
Barry! What? What?
Told you. Time for a nap. That's not creepy at all.
It's coming for you, hiding in my barber's skin. I'm too weak to stop it. You must turn the lights on.
Who's Barbara?
I promised I'd come visit you and your lovely wife. You must finish what you started. I insist.
You must turn the lights on. Turn the light on.
Back to work, boy.
I felt nauseous, hungover. Only anger kept me going.
I can't tell reality from dream anymore, but it seems I have an imaginary editor to help me. She's an old woman in a funeral dress. I call her Barbara Jacker. She's very strict. I'm writing faster and faster.
Oh, that's who Barbara is.
Heavily revised. The edits are getting very aggressive, and each day there's less of me and more of her. I hate it, but I know she's right. She promises me I can save Alice this way. She knows more of this than I do. About the complex incantation I'm attempting. About this place. She's worked with another writer under similar circumstances, Thomas Zane. The genre of the story seems to be shifting. It's turning into a horror story. I'm getting close. I can feel it.
So the creepy lady is like an dark editor. Oh, look at me. My fan's bedroom. I look good. Look different when I'm younger. He's changed a lot. Are these my books? No. Like, surely Alan would have noticed that Rose was acting completely different.
Rose took a day from me. I had less than 12 hours left to meet the kidnapper. All I could do was get Barry into the car, work something out once I got on the road. Barry was out of it. He was way too heavy to carry.
We've all slept that way after
right.
every night or two.
I
Oh,
deserve more money.
here's Rose.
I'm so handsome.
Welcome to the Oh Dear Diner. What can I get you today? Coffee?
I couldn't work up
Oh,
much hate
thanks.
for Rose. Something had used her to get to me and left its mark.
First refill is free. Milk
My
and
gun
sugar
and flashlight were gone. I'd have to find a way to get Barry into the car as quickly as possible. There was no time to waste.
Guess I'll go back the way I came.
I just stepped outside to catch a breath of fresh air. Let me tell you.
But this guy, my
the
friend,
weather's
is back.
getting heavy. Nights like this make me especially glad I'm here talking to you and not home in bed. Once the weather takes a turn like this, I can't sleep at all. It's all tangled bed sheets and dark thoughts, punctuated by the occasional plunge into nightmare. Just me?
What, a baby crying? Hello? I've been drugged. Oh. Here's the manager. Who called the police?
God knows what you've done to that poor girl.
Hey!
This is Agent Nightingale,
He drugged me.
Get him up, Hemingway! You're under arrest. You move a muscle, I'll unload right in your
Whoa.
goddamn face. Stay right where you are, Slane!
That seems like bad police work.
What are? I'm standing right here, you goddamn maniac!
What did I even do?
I hated to leave Barry behind, but there was no way I'd miss my appointment with the kidnapper.
He's a bit of overkill. This FBI guy. Okay. Very aggressive policing. That's all I'd say. Escape the police. Alan is not the fittest man on earth.
There he is! There he goes!
Sprints for any amount of time. He's absolutely gassed. Oh no. Please don't shoot. Oh, don't go that way. You'd think when the police come it would be to help Alan with what's going on, but apparently not. Apparently I'm the bad guy. I'm only trying to save my wife. Like, I don't have a manuscript. I don't have a script to give as ransom to the kidnapper, so I'm not sure what Alan's plan is. At least I don't think he had time to write. We're just gonna gather all these manuscript pages and give them to him. Whoa. Okay. What is going on? Good woman, Sheriff Breaker, putting him in his place. That was a ridiculous carry on. Oh? I wonder, are the police gonna get in trouble now with the if Taken turn up? Or are they just looking for me? Oh yeah. No. The Taken, I think, are arrived. It's gonna fall.
This horror was everywhere I went, circling me.
I mean,
the cops didn't stand a chance.
Where did that car come from?
Writer, not a monster.
Did that just fall from the sky? I don't think there's a road up there. Ooh, I like the sheriff. I knew she'd be my friend. The helicopter, like. I don't think I've done anything that bad. Go on.
You on the ground. Hold it right there. There's nowhere to
Ah!
run. Freeze!
He's just shooting at me. Go on, birds. Attack. I've always liked you. Haha. Oh no. It's going down. The birds. The crows. My friends. What is this? Hopefully there's a gun and a light in the tower. That spotlight? Or binoculars? Binoculars. Oh wow. Oh, I can look at the helicopters. Crashed. Okay. Cool. That looks like a very uncomfortable bed.
This is James. Mulligan, Thornton, come in. Over. Thornton here. James, we got both Wheeler and Rose in custody. They didn't put up a fight or anything. But they were... Hey, what are you... Come on. Sit down and give me that. James, Mulligan here. Over. Go ahead, Mulligan. Over. We got Wheeler and Rose here. Wheeler's drunk or hopped up on something. Speaking of which, that Fed had a pretty distinctive whiff of eau de scotch about him, you know what I mean?
Eau de scotch.
I don't have anything on that, Deputy Mulligan.
And good whiskey.
Well, whatever. Anyway, Rose is just being plain weird here. You better get Doc in to take a look at both. Over. Gotcha. You better get them here quickly. The Fed's gonna want to interview Wheeler. Over. Oh yeah, I bet he does. Looks like they have a lot in common. Mulligan out.
I wouldn't fancy sleeping there. No gun, no light. Just viewpoints. Anything interesting?
I could see the lights at the radio station in the distance.
Radio station. Oh yeah, my friend. I wonder if he'll help.
I imagine that the broadcast tower in the distance was part of the local radio station. Maine seemed like a decent guy. Perhaps he could give me directions to the coal mine.
Okay. Maine is the radio presenter. What is that?
Unnatural shadows clung to the gate. The darkness that was after me was trying to stop me. I wouldn't get through without a light.
Okay. Well, conveniently there's a massive spotlight.
There was no power to the searchlight.
Like, why would there be a massive spotlight in the middle of nowhere? Why is there coffee everywhere? Okay, power. Follow the power line to a rusty generator. I always do a jumping jack instead of starting that up. It's rusty, but it works. I might be losing some power there, but I'd say we're okay. Now, gate.
The old generator conked out. I'd have to see if I could fix it and try again.
What? Okay. Pick. Good old-fashioned pick. Classic way to turn something on. Or fix it. try turning it on, off and on again. The darkness does not want me to get to Mr. Main. I'm pretty vulnerable at the minute. Haven't a light, having a gun. If one of those guys turned up taken, I would be not good. Okay, have a light. With 5 batteries. Now, gate. Die. Another random cop car in the middle of nowhere. Come on, give me a gun.
It took me a moment to recognize the flashbang grenades. They were an ideal weapon for my situation.
Team 1, come in. Over.
An unusual weapon. Find in a cop car.
Team 1, this is Sheriff Breaker. Report. Over.
Press Orbi to throw out a flashbang. Ah, no. I assume this is going to be a good group weapon. Gonna get them together. See you later. Boom! Okay. Just basically a throwable flare gun. Get away! I'm gonna try one of these cinematic moments. It worked. Okay. It's fairly easy. He did get a whack in, but I'm fairly safe. More flashbangs. Radios.
And here's another call. You're on KBFFM with Pat Maine.
It's Milt Peabody, Pat.
What's on your mind, Milt?
Milt.
I live near the trailer park, Pat, and there's a big ruckus going on over there.
Well, that's just up the road from me, too. What's going on, do you know?
I don't know, but there's a bunch of police cars there, lots of sirens, a helicopter buzzing around, and I think I heard some gunshots.
You did?
Gunshots?
Yes, sir, like from a pistol. So can you find out what's going on? Because it's just next door and they're popping off guns there.
They're still shooting?
No, it was maybe 10, 15 minutes ago. It sounds serious, Pat. I'm telling you, it don't sound like no party.
Well, I'm certainly going to give the station a call, Milt.
Okay.
You'll hear it here as soon as I hear from them.
Okay.
Pat is kind of like the voice of the community. It seems. I'll go away. Right, I'm gonna get this manuscript page and then. Oh wow. Die. He takes 2. See you later. Right, this manuscript. More foreshadowing. How did he miss all them pages?
Touched by the dark presence, Rose was lost in a dreamland where everything was drawn in black and gray crayons. The old lady had promised her that all her wishes would come true. She would be Alan Wake's muse. She was smiling so hard it hurt her face. She crushed a bottle full of sleeping pills into the coffee. Deep down inside, she was screaming in terror.
Okay, so I'm starting to understand the manuscript to kind of give extra viewpoints and extra layers to the story. People's opinions and viewpoints, which is interesting. Like, that's clearly going back to what's happened already, but then other parts of the manuscript seem to be foreshadowing what's about to happen, so it's interesting. It's an interesting way of like filling out the story in a different way. Okay. He's quick. You stay back. Okay. Yes, supplies. Give me a gun. Like, these flashbangs are pretty good, but if there's only one enemy, I don't want to really be wasting them. Walk in light. Just no one in the dark. Riddles in the dark. Flares. And a gun. Okay. Flare gun, flares. They're all pretty much the same type of weapon. Good for groups. I see police cars. Here we go. But the flares just keep them back. They don't kill them. Any chance of a gun, no? Flashbangs. Okay. Boom. Unusual that there's so many flashbangs in these cop cars and not, you know, guns, pistols. I see you. Just wait till they all get together and then go boom. Come here, Pat. Give me a hand. Oh, big guy. Right, is there any more? It's just him. I think it's just him. You can get one to yourself. Right. There's a gate. Checkpoint.
I hope Maine could lend me a car to get to the coal mine.
Copy. He's the Night Owl. Great name. Is that him? How are you, Pat? My friend.
Well, let the trash sort themselves out. I'm sorry, but my granddaddy settled in Bright Falls in 1911.
Well, thank you very much for that compassionate viewpoint, Lorna. Oh, here's a little surprise. The famous writer Alan Wake just walked in. Folks, I'm going to see if I can talk him into an interview.
Come on in, Mr. Wake. Oh, I'm so glad you could find the time to do this, Mr. Wake.
Nowhere to run now, Dan Brown. You back away from me. Don't hurt it.
Whoa, whoa, whoa. Everyone calm down.
Put the gun down. We're all friends here, right?
Cool your jets, Nightingale. We got him.
Judas Priest!
What the hell's the
What
matter
is wrong
you?
with him?
There's a civilian in there.
2 civilians? Or am I not a civilian? We're running again.
Yet, even if it kills me, you hear me? You hear me, H.P. Lovecraft?
H.P.
Fallen off so
Lovecraft.
many cliffs, it was ridiculous.
Listen,
That's what
these
you get
monsters
for
are
reading a
real.
book, the sudden stop. It was probably good I hadn't had the chance to tell Maine where I was going. I'd have to lose the cops and find my own way to the mine. Nightingale stared through the broken studio window into the dark woods. He turned around, started to walk out, but Maine grabbed his arm. "Young man, you almost shot me. You don't shoot off rounds at people like that. What's the matter with you?" Nightingale shook his arm free, marched out. His cheeks burned with rage and humiliation.
Nightingale is pissed. Okay, we've plenty of flares. they're only kind of useful for keeping them back. You can't really kill them. Do with a gun. Maybe that's this part of the game. No bullets, just light weapons. Boom. I always press jump instead of B there. The jumping jack. Yeah, I see some revolver ammo. And a gun, finally. It gives me options now. Reach the train depot. It's taken our ramping up. There only one? No, there's never only one. I think the flares you kind of use in a pinch. Flashbangs for groups. Dodge. Yeah, the cinematic dodge is useful. Just not to get hit.
There was no sensible reason for the power company work lights to be here. It was almost as if they'd been left for someone like me to use.
It was the same for that big spotlight earlier. Company. See, the last time I saw one of these tree trunks, I don't think I went up onto it. I'm sure there must be something on the roof. No. Maybe I just fall. Shotgun. 10 bullets. Like, there must be a lot. There's a lot there. Whoa, 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 whoa. You stay back. And the rest go boom. Okay. I might throw on them. Okay. He's a big guy. They are big men. Not sure how tall Alan is, but I'd say he's average height. That level's a monster. Darkness controls to take in. You can see that. Ooh, see light over here. It usually means a manuscript. I'm probably not going to get all the manuscripts and all the coffee thermoses in one playthrough because you'd want to scour every single inch. But we'll get as many as we can.
The bulldozer's engine roared to life. Mud and rocks flew as it fought for traction. It crashed through the concrete wall and landed heavily in the yard. If it were an animal, it would have shaken its head after the impact, fixed its eyes on me, and charged. Of course, it had no head, nor eyes. Shadows crawled on its form, twisting it into a monster. Then, it came for me.
I said this in the last episode. I told you those machines look menacing. Like, they look like they're literally gonna attack. Like, I'm sure I can outrun a bulldozer. It's a big piece of machinery, but like, it can't be that fast. But yeah, it is definitely foreshadowing, telling me what's going to happen. Now listen, I'm not going to explore every inch of the woods because there's just too much.
Sarah trusted her gut, and her gut said Agent Nightingale was an asshole. He felt wrong, and it wasn't just the smell of stale booze. It was in the way he flashed his badge, pulled rank, The look in his eyes when he wanted answers.
Power trip.
Where was Alan Wake? What was this about an accident? Where was his wife? And most importantly, why did she let Wake go? He wouldn't answer her questions. Federal business was all he'd say.
Like, what kind of federal business could it be? Like, I'm just a man on my holidays and my wife gets kidnapped. Sure that happens without feds getting involved. Listen, I'm Irish. I don't really know much about the criminal justice system in America. I'll be honest.
Hello?
The most stubborn man I've ever met.
Alice? Alice?
Alan. Alan. I'm so afraid. Keeps me in the dark. Please help me. I look at you, Alan, and it's not you. Something else. Looking out from behind your eyes.
Alice, I'm here.
I'm so alone here. It's all gonna go to hell. You need to be careful. Cooperate.
The connection had been terrible, but that wasn't the only thing that hadn't been right with the call. She sounded wrong somehow, but she had called me. The pipe wrenched itself loose from the bridge's steel framework. Wrapped in darkness, it floated in midair, twitching. For a moment, I didn't understand what I was looking at. The heavy object lurched at me with impossible force. I threw myself out of the way, but just barely. When I turned my flashlight on it, it shook in a dark rage before it flew at me again.
Wake possessed. Yeah, it's a wonder I haven't become possessed yet by the creepy lady. Like, surely that's the easiest thing to do. There's obviously a reason. Yeah, more supplies, which I don't really need, but I wonder on nightmare mode, is it like, is there much less ammo and stuff? Because there's just so much. This is just, not that it's easy, but like, it's definitely easy from a supply point of view. Like, I see you. Can't hide from me. Watch the axe. When they come at you straight, it's... Ooh! That machete. It's a police baton. Stay back. There's a lot of action in this episode so far.
I could see a railway bridge up ahead and a warehouse of some sort on the opposite shore. I hoped I could find a car from there.
How does he know it's a warehouse? Follow. Like, Alice has been gone for like, what, 2 days at this stage? I'd be very worried. That was my wife.
The darkness that was pursuing me was growing stronger, and it was taking over everything in its path.
Whoa. What's happening? Oh god. Like, how do I kill objects? Whoa. One of these? Okay. This is why I've got all the light weapons. Okay, I'm gonna use flashbang. Okay. I'm not really sure what I was meant to do there.
I hoped I could find
Probably
a car from there.
use a flashbang or a flare gun. I'm gonna try flare gun. I don't think they can be damaged by bullets, so plenty of flashbangs and flare gun shots. I don't know about you, but flare guns always just remind me of Titanic.
The darkness that was pursuing me was growing stronger.
Like people stranded at sea.
Everything in its path.
Okay. Lots of inanimate objects trying to kill me. Boom. That seemed to work. Whoa, whoa, whoa. Whoa! Flying wheelbarrow. I wouldn't like taking one of them to the head.
I slammed the door shut right in his smug face. He pleaded for me to open the door. True to form, the asshole actually thought I would obey. I had no sympathy left, no guilt either, not for him. I took a moment to savor the scream. I bet I had a smile on my face. It was all that I had time for. The dark presence was inside the lodge with me.
No guilt, not for him. I took a moment to savor the scream. I bet I had a smile on my face. Is this the... He pleaded for me to open the door. Smug face. Is this the guy that helps writers? That's dark, Alan. Lock him outside. Smile when he gets killed. Does this mean I
As a teenager,
get
I started
taken?
to get interested in writing. Stephen King had been a source of inspiration to me. I thought about all the inanimate objects that had come to life in his books. No one is safe in a good horror story. Certainly not the protagonist. That's what makes them fun. This was anything but. The darkness could possess anything, and it was getting closer.
I swear I haven't played this before. But like... Those inanimate objects are... scary. I've only read like 3 of Stephen King's books, the first 3. So I'm by no means an expert, but there weren't any evil inanimate objects in the first 3. The Stand is my next, his 4th novel, which is absolutely massive, so I'm gonna read that when I'm feeling up to it. Because 1,000 pages is a big commitment. Okay. We need something for a group. Then I... Whoa! Apart from the charge, he's pretty slow. He's massive. I wonder, does the darkness make every 5th or 6th guy massive, or are they actually genuinely massive men that get taken? Okay. 16. Whoa, 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 whoa. Whoa, whoa, whoa. Light something. That was close. It's when they come up from behind you like you. In an enclosed space, it is tricky. In light, you can hurt them. I know that. Heal me. Like your batteries. Oh, another episode. Night falls.
Unaware that they are merely a thin veneer of desperate self-delusion, covering a vast cosmos of madness and horror. All too often, the stars are right. In Night Springs.
Night Springs.
Tonight's episode, a family occasion. Journalist Alvin Derleth's trip to study the local customs of an insular community in Night Springs has been less than successful. Until tonight.
Well, I'm glad you changed your minds about this. Ancient customs, local mythology. My editor loves this kind of stuff.
Well, Mr. Derleth, we don't want to feel like we're on exhibition, but you have demonstrated the seriousness of your intent.
Oh, I am serious. Really, just do your thing. I'll stay out of your way and observe.
Actually, I thought you could assist us. I'm afraid we are a man short. It would provide you with an intimate perspective.
Could I really?
Of course, Mr. Derleth.
Well, I guess that's the least what would I have to do?
Oh, here. Let me show you with a kiss.
Ooh.
What did you...
Oh, Mr. Derleth, you have well pleased Nixie Perka, the dweller in flesh. Your body shall host his 1,000 young, and all shall be glory.
Oh my gosh. It's like Alien.
Shh, darling, be calm. Shh.
Alvin Derleth learned a harsh lesson. If you go looking for mythology, it may come looking for you. And such quests always bear fruit. In Night Springs.
For some reason, it like reminds me of Goosebumps. Or Elstein. Used to freak me out when I was a kid.
The darkness surged towards me, sucking everything loose from the ground into its depths, tugging at my clothes. I saw the flare the kidnapper had dropped and threw myself towards it just as I felt my feet leave the ground. The darkness embraced me with the force of a tornado. Somehow I managed to light the flare. The darkness roared and cast me away. I fell toward the dark waters of the lake far below.
The darkness embraced me with the force of a tornado. Okay. So those flares. Useful in a pinch. Okay, I see open ground. I'm predicting a bulldozer battle. Oh, here it is. Right, surely... flare gun? Woo! Okay, that's a lot of enemies. Okay, this is... Get out of my way. Oh, no! Yeah. You can kill my enemies for me. Okay, they don't... Okay, get out of the way. Will the flare gun kill it? Yeah, it should do. Oh yeah, run away. The bulldozer obviously has a massive shield, so just need to... What if I hit it with the... Flashbangs are probably good. Whoa! Oh no. Don't oh. It was reversed over me. Okay, let me think about this for a minute. If I reload the shotgun, it'll be a good start. They're gonna throw all the flash guns at the bulldozer. Kill the other guys without. Whoa! Out of the way. Okay. There. Take that. Oh, wow. I'm gonna pause this for a second. Right, we're back. Just gonna take a bit of stock here. Just see, make a bit of a plan, because this bulldozer is making mincemeat out of me. Just, I suppose, need to be aware that he can reverse and go forward. And I think I'm going to use the 3 flash bangs on him first. Okay. Okay, no flare guns. Might try to get some ammo. Seems like a good idea. Okay, I only have flares. Okay. Just need to focus on the light. That was actually fairly easy. I could just get out of the way. Whoa! I made that look much more difficult than it probably was. Can I not climb up? Oh, find a vehicle. A vehicle. Looks like a truck. Coffee. That wasn't too bad. If that was as bad as the bosses get.
I had never been this glad to see the sunrise. I had a couple of hours to get to the coal mine.
How does he know where he's going? No Google Maps.
The coal mine wasn't far now. Today, I would meet the kidnapper, and he would give me Alice. I wouldn't give him any other choice. A drowning man will clutch at a straw.
But you've no story to give him. Is that not the way Ransom works? I mean, I've got half a story. I wonder, will that suffice? Nice to see that it's daytime though. There's a lot of taken. Rough road. One criticism of Alan is that he needs to get fit. He runs for about 10 seconds and he's absolutely gassed. He's not able for it. Can I drive this? Yeah. Now we're talking. Cool. It's like a Land Rover Defender, kind of. These driving controls are not very intuitive. Ooh, what's up here? Oh, my old friend Pat. These radios are everywhere.
Maine, and you're listening to KBF-FM. Folks, I want to apologize for kind of abandoning you to that looping music track last night, but I was detained.
Ooh, what happened?
You see, I encountered a big shot G-man with an itchy trigger finger who could use a lesson in manners and a boot in the ass. Not necessarily in that order either. Now,
Good man, Pat.
I know I'm not being very informative here, and I apologize for that. I really should just keep quiet, but I'm just so peeved right now, because some people just shouldn't be carrying badges. I'm just glad that our Sheriff Breaker was there to straighten things out.
Yes.
And if someone I met last night is listening, let me just say, I'm sorry if my mouth got you in trouble. I'm pretty sure you're not the bad guy here.
Thank you.
Godspeed, son. I hope you know what you're doing. Now, on a lighter note, I'll be talking to Dr. Nelson all morning. But first, a little music.
Okay, Pat, you are now my friend. Good guy. I apologize. I misjudged you. Ooh. Yeah, give me the station wagon. All day long. Lovely estate car. What? Is that an invisible wall? Why can't I drive? Okay. That is so weird. This literally looks like it needs to be driven. Okay. That is weird. Back to the Defender. Like, there's no way you're meant to run that. It literally looks like it's meant to be driven. But for some reason, when I drove that car into it, it was like I was running into a wall. Okay, let's try again. I have a spare wheel on the front anyway, so just in case things go wrong. Always handy to have. Okay, that's weird. It let me through. Might just be a glitch of the game. There's lots of cars. We're gonna see what's up here. Actually, I might see what's out here. Okay, that's obviously where you keep driving, so... Anything in the Portaloo? No? Portables and septic. Let me see. Another radio. Ah. Another round of Pat.
Welcome back to KBF FM. Hope you enjoyed that tune. Now, Doc, you were talking about life and finding that special someone, that soulmate. Well,
He's interviewing the doctor.
I was saying I don't buy it.
Well, see, to me that's strange because I always pegged you as a hopeless romantic.
You got me there, Pat. But I think love's where you look for it. And you need to do a lot of looking, sure. But the idea that there's that one special person out there for you, and if you miss that chance, it's gone forever and you're forever incomplete. I mean, isn't that depressing? Or heck, childish even? There's plenty of fish in the sea.
And apparently a fisherman has a fishing analogy for everything, but what you're saying, isn't that a little harsh?
Well, no. What I am saying is that your potential for finding that connection isn't limited to what's essentially a chance encounter. How is that hard?
It's a nice thought, but let me say something.
Okay, I'm back.
Here. Okay. Now,
I am back.
I don't disagree with you exactly, but I can't really fit that together with what I feel, what I felt for someone, because
This is very romantic.
she was the one. She was, and I let her drift away from me. Maybe I didn't put in the work. I don't know, but. Well, since then, and it was a long time ago, but since then there hasn't been anyone.
Ah, poor old Pat.
And I'm not saying I dwell on her or haven't moved on. I like my life. I'm not living in the past, but I do miss the way she completed me.
You can't argue with the heart, Pat.
I'm sorry, folks. I had kind of a scary experience last night, and let's just say it's shaken a few things loose.
No harm. Sometimes you need a bit of a kick up the backside to make you realize what's important in life. That's my bit of romance. But genuinely, sometimes like a major life experience, like a health scare or something that happens, really makes you start to reevaluate and think, okay, what's important? That obviously happened to Pat last night when Agent Nightingale shot at me and nearly hurt him. This Nightingale fella, like, where is he coming from? Why is he so highly strong and wanting to kill me? Easy steps. Alan, come on. Up the steps. That's a lovely view.
For Mott, spying on the writer on the ferry had been a disappointment. His boss had made Wake out to be something special, but Mott hadn't been impressed. He'd gotten a good long look at the wife, though, and he liked what he saw. Mott had fantasized about goading Wake into a fight, but it hadn't happened.
Everybody wants my wife.
He'd get his chance to see if the writer had anything in him. He'd been promised as much.
Poor Alice. Look at that view, though. Very scenic. Actually quite a beautiful drive. Like a Sunday relaxing drive. Brightcoal Falls Mine Incorporated. After the last few minutes.
I was early. I was supposed to meet the kidnapper at noon in the main building. The coal mine was quiet. It was a museum now.
Sorry, I was going to say after the last few minutes, I'm quite suspicious of pieces of machinery. Like that tractor. Coffee. Coffee. Bright Falls Coal Museum.
With Nightingale gone and the night wind blowing in through the broken studio window, Maine stared at Sarah. The sheriff looked away. Maine's voice shook with barely controlled anger. That boy's doing more drinking than thinking. I hope you know what you're doing, Sarah. He's got a sickness in his eyes. You take my word for it. He wants Wake for a reason, and it's not for anything good.
Thickness in my eyes. A tractor looks like a board pneumonia tractor. If for the bog. What's this say? In 1970, 42 miners lost their lives. Okay, so it's a historical mining town.
I didn't want to go outside. Cops had to be looking for me. The noon sun turned the place into a sauna. The day dragged on. Different scenarios ran through my mind. Ways of how I'd torture the kidnapper to get Alice back. Or the different horrible things he could have done to her. I imagined her dead. I had no way of knowing she was still alive. It was killing me.
Mental torture.
I was running on blind hope. It was all a waste of time. The bastard never showed up.
Oh, he's angry. I would be too. Now it's nighttime.
Wake! Where the hell are you? Change of plans. You know where Mirror Peak is? It's a big mountain north of where you are. You follow the path from the mine, you can't miss it. There's a lookout point there. I'll be waiting.
I'm through being jerked around
You
by
want
you.
to see your wife alive? Because if you do, you better watch what you say to me.
Ooh.
Do we understand each other?
I want to talk to Alice.
Yeah, and I want the manuscript. Don't keep me waiting, Wake.
Hello? Hello? Ah! I'm gonna kill him.
I'm getting angry
I
too.
had to get to Mirror Peak.
What's with these locked doors? Second tornado.
It was close. Maybe closer than ever before.
Okay. Where do I go? Am I blind? Leave the building. How? Do I just jump down here? Okay. Here we go. Okay, maybe that was obvious, but I was... I did not see that. I see a generator and some ammo. Okay, what way are we? Full of ammo. Need to reload the shotgun. Use... What have we got here? Lovely. Okay, plenty of ammo. And coffee. Go on. Give me a bit of caffeine boost. Being safe. God, that shadow terrified me. I was like, what the hell is it? Thought it was a taken. Thomas Zane in love. In love with Barbara.
When Thomas Zane fell for Barbara Jagger, it happened fast. She was young, vibrant, and beautiful. Full of
Not
life.
anymore.
He had never been a very happy man, and without any seeming effort, she had changed all that. Zane felt good for the first time in his life. Everything she did was another piece of a jigsaw puzzle he hadn't even known he'd been missing. And best of all, she made the words flow, strong and sharp.
She was his muse. But Barbara was Thomas Zane's muse. Rose wants to be my muse, but she's corrupted. I don't need a muse. I've got my wife. Yeah, with plenty of ammo. No flare gun, but 13 flares. We're probably okay. And if I shoot this, boom. Okay, yeah. If I do this. Missed up them axes. Reached a mirror peak. Fuck. Use my French. How do I, like... Am I meant to dodge them things? Maybe. Taking are just everywhere now. It's easy. Only 2 shots. Let's see what's up here. Wow. These inanimate objects are dangerous. They're scarier than bacon. Mister.
The only way to reach the hillside ahead was to go through the building. I had to find a way to avoid electrocution.
Good shout. Let's try not to be electrocuted. Okay, there's lots of gas canisters set up here, so it seems like it's going to be a lot of people coming at once. Yeah. Kind of what I thought. Might let the flashbang do the job. Easy. Bring it on. That's what I've been missing. Oh, the object. God. Oh my gosh. Like, there was 4 of them out of nowhere. Okay. I thought that was very harsh. It dealt with the inanimate objects, but then there was like 4 of them out of nowhere. Ah, you can't hit me through a pole. Basic physics. You can hit me now. Yeah. Just need to... Whoa. They're everywhere. And none behind me. Big guy. You watch it there, Gimli, with your throwing axes. One shot. Shit. Okay. Am I alive? I am. This is hard. It just hit you from nowhere, like. You're not quite sure. Well, this is gonna try kill me, obviously. Okay, maybe not. Right, that probably took me like way more than it should have, but it was tricky. Okay, am I safe? Batteries and bullets. Better. Big guy. Stay back. Ooh, battery it. Okay, we're all good. What's about? The level of like enemies has massively intensified. Like there's so many enemies now as there wasn't before. These gas canisters are helpful though. Very helpful. Trust no one. I don't think I'll be trusting anybody at the minute. Unless I can find my wife. Okay, can't go up those stairs. Up the ladder. This is a very long episode. Maybe I'm wrong, it just feels like it's a lot longer than the previous ones. Another manuscript. What's happening?
Some of the Taken retained echoes of their former selves, but these were just the nerve twitches of a dead thing. Nothing remained but a shell covered and filled with darkness. In most cases, these puppets were enough for the purposes of the dark presence. But for anything more elaborate, as with the writer, it was different. It needed his mind. And so rather than taking him over completely, it merely touched him.
It needed his mind. It doesn't want to take me completely. So it's merely touching. Okay. That kind of answered my question earlier as to why the darkness doesn't just take Alan. Okay. I didn't know what was happening. More batteries, power of some kind. Reach the mirror peak lookout. Okay. I guess we've no power. It opened.
There was no way the flashbang grenades were standard power company equipment.
Definitely not. I'm just off to fix some electrical issues. Let me bring my flashbangs. I'm not sure what these piles of darkness do. Very little. I feel like they're just a sign that there's badness ahead. Ooh. Probably should have done that earlier, but trying to spare the... Okay, we're definitely going to use it now. That's it, flashbang time. Boom. The flare. Okay. I misjudged that. Okay, there's a lot of bad guys ahead, so let's try not to die. Alright. I'm gonna run ahead, do this, and then run back. I think they come from like everywhere. Definitely the last time, like, two big guys just came out of nowhere. That was an awful lot easier. We're all good. Another page. Nearly have them all now. Ready for the
I
ransom.
stared through the bars of the jail cell. Barry stood behind me, swaying on his feet, looking as ill as I felt. Agent Nightingale stood on the other side of the bars with Sheriff Breaker. Nightingale had a stack of manuscript pages in his hand. He seemed unhinged as he gloated. Well, I've got you now, Raymond Chandler. It's all here. All the evidence, including conspiracy to murder a federal agent.
What? Barry swaying on his feet, not well. Okay. Is that the future? Is that what's going to happen? I feel like Sheriff Breaker is on my side. And this Nightingale lad is unhinged. Right. We do need some supplies. We're gonna have to endure the running uphill, Alan. We want to get some guns. Thank you. Aha. Nothing in life is free. Ooh, rugby tackle. Ooh. Mirror's Peak, look at. Let's reload. And have some coffee. Be safe in the light. This is a long episode. Shotgun ammo. Batteries. Right where we really are fully stocked.
I had no real plan. I was going to give the kidnapper all the manuscript pages I had for Alice. If that wasn't enough, I'd hold him at gunpoint and make him talk.
Dead right. So we have them all apart from 1, 2, 3. Yeah. Pretty good. I've obviously missed 1 or 2, but... Pump action. Yeah. Ooh. Never mind your double barrel. Let's feckin' hit them 8 shots in a row, no problem. Right, come at me, guys. Big guys. You weren't ready for the pump action though, were you? Boom! That's a massive upgrade. Because the double barrel only had 2 shots. Whoa, 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 whoa. Not on my watch. Easy. I'd say my wife is probably not in a great place right now. She's literally been waiting for like 48 hours for me to rescue her. Which she... and potentially in the dark. Which she hates. I doubt she's in a good way, to be honest. I've been killing all these. Taken. For a writer, he's become very proficient in
moving ahead of me in the same
reloading
direction I was
weapons.
going. A cold feeling settled itself in the pit of my stomach. Was it going for Alice?
Like, I haven't seen Alice in about 2-3 days. Like, God only knows what way she is. What's this? You good Catholics died here. Are they graves? They look thrown up.
The graveyard shift may cause cancer.
Ah, we are in a graveyard. Hold on now. I'm not getting taken. I'm not getting taken from behind. No pun intended. They're moving quick. Very quick. One of the early... Was it Stucky that moved quick? Or was it the other guy? Rusty. He's moving quick, but he's not hitting. It's like a tricky winger that has no end product. Haha! See you later. Ammo? I'm like a moth drawn to the flame, drawn to the light. Call me Mothman. Poor Alan has had a rough few days.
The place was dead, a ghost town. Had been for decades, maybe a century. Things were never as simple in real life as in fiction. I had lost count of the times I had wished there'd be a clear reason for my writer's block. Something to fight, something to lash out on. There wasn't. I was filled with doubt. I was nothing like the hero in my books. Alex Casey had gone through his life with single-minded determination, never wavering from his goal. Even now, I was angry at myself, angry at Alice, angry at Barry. I was fumbling and I had no plan.
They're only missing 2 pages now, and one of them is locked by nightmare difficulty, which means I've only missed one so far. Oh no. Sorry. That was a cheap way to die. Very cheap. This is giving me like Pet Cemetery vibes. Just these graves in the middle of nowhere. Stephen King is littered all over this, which I am very much enjoying. I recently watched Misery. What a movie. What a novel. For a movie or a novel but literally only 2 characters, it's just a masterpiece. And it's terrifying. Okay, I've just ran the wrong way for 30 seconds there. Sorry. Apologies for that. We just fell very stupidly, and no need for that death, but I genuinely didn't know I could
Place was dead. A
die
ghost
there.
town. Had been for decades, maybe a century.
What's with all this shit flying at me? Like, if that car hits me, I'm dead. Okay, let's try again.
Things were never as simple in real life as in fiction. I had lost count of the times I had wished there'd be a clear reason for my writer's block. Something to fight.
We've seen this already. We're only missing 1 now. Sorry, 1. And then 1 which is locked by nightmare difficulty. But try not to die. Across the ghost town. Physics. You can't pass through hole. Right. Need to be careful on the bridges. We don't want to die. Oh my god. Flashbang. What's that? There. Easy. Got a key. I'm not sure what that's for, but I'm sure we'll find out. Oh, we need to go in here. Safe haven. Let me in. How are you? See a lovely armchair. Well, here we go.
Outside of riding is a struggle. I feel ill. I managed to make my way downstairs. There's a shoebox filled with books and papers by Thomas Zane. It's very hard to focus, but I managed to read some of it. He's a poet, and a good one. He writes of muses and creators summoning fabulous things from a magic lake, using his powers to shape the world of a realm of gods and dreams and demons, dark things that wait for a chance to slip through, wearing the flesh of men as disguise. Zane writes about himself, his girlfriend being taken over by a dark presence, about growing scared of the lake. Zane believes it's a mirror to the gaping void of darkness above, where some Lovecraftian presence lurks. I crawl back upstairs. I'll borrow these things for my story. They ring true. They fit.
Ooh, yes. Give me the hunting rifle. I don't know. I think I prefer 17 bump action to like hunting rifle. Okay, we have 11 shots. Better than it was. We'll take it. No, we'll go back for the 11. Yeah. I'm gonna be a sniper now. Quick scope. Quick scope and taken. No problem. Iron sight. Call of Duty. That's where I came from. Taken will be no bother.
The kidnapper had sent me a text. The message was full of spelling errors and insults. It was telling me to hurry up.
Maybe he just can't spell. Boom. I don't say the birds are back. Die, crows. Die. Right, you're into the mines. The mines! What would Gimli say? What's down here? Alice. Mines are kind of creepy. I hate
Without warning, the headache stabbed at my brain.
all those videos about people who love confined spaces. They freak me out.
Alice?
Alice?
I'm losing it. I gotta get out of here.
Let's see what the...
The hunters were big, thick-set men, confident and at home in the woods. They were feeling good, running on beer, ghost stories, and camaraderie late into the night. It did them no good, as they were taken by the dark presence, sucked deep into a darkness far worse than any ghost story they ever told or heard.
They're the big guys. I don't think that's where I go. How many flares? I have 4 flares, 4 flashbangs, and 11 hunter rifle. That's the last manuscript.
Even behind the closed doors and curtains of his grimy room at the Majestic, the local motel, Nightingale could feel the locals' eyes on him, the unrelenting pressure of their judgment. He forced it out of his mind. For all he knew, they could all be under Wake's spell already. You do what you have to do to get the job done. He took comfort from the bottle in his hand. Please, he thought, just let me get through this.
Wake's spell. As if Wake is casting a spell on the locals. Let me get through this. He likes the bottle. There's nothing wrong with that. What? Well, hello. Let's just lay a flare or a flashbang. Let's see what's left. I'm gonna dodge. Ooh. Gonna try this dodge cinematic, even though he's trying to hit me with a hammer. Okay, never mind. What's up here? Nothing. It's a silver mine.
I'd have to make my way up this mine shaft in order to go on. Maybe the machinery could help me with that.
Thanks for the hint, Alan. Machinery. I think you need to come down to let me Go across. First of all. And then you can help me get across here. Oh, go this way. This is a long episode. It's way longer than the first and second. Not sure if it's meant to be that way, but it feels a good bit longer. Do I need to go across here? If I go up here. Oh yeah. What's the name? Oh, he needs to go higher. My apologies. I'm not sure how that works. This has to come down to let me across. Where can I go? I am thick. Oh, then I climb back up, of course. Up. And back up. Ah. Where is my wife? This kidnapper is getting the full rage of Alan in about 3 minutes. The last page.
Lightning flashed behind the windows of Cauldron Lake Lodge. Tor Anderson laughed and held the steel hammer above his head. Nurse Sinclair was trying to calm him down without success. Tor grinned madly and shouted, "My hammer's up. Here's a friendly poke from Molnir, wench." He brought the hammer down with all his might on Sinclair's head. We're on a comeback tour, baby.
Okay. That's extremely violent. Reach mirror's peak. What? I'm not sure that was fair. I don't feel I should have died from a, what, 20-foot fall? Maybe less. Anyways. I guess Alan, he can take a hammer to the head, no problem, but he can't fall a short distance. Feckin' crows. Checkpoint reached. We're gonna persist here until we get to the end of this chapter because it seems to just be going on forever. Like, it's a good game, but this chapter has been very slow. It feels like ages ago that I fought that bulldozer, like, with a very long chapter. Die, crows. Die. Oh no. Oh, here we go. I hate cable cars. Ooh. Can I run around?
Shit.
I like the way objects are as threatening as Taken. Very interesting concept. Like physical objects, which could be anything, like a whatever. Any big piece of metal is pretty much lethal, potentially. It's a very interesting concept. 18 bullets now. Come on, bring it on, boys. Just gonna do this and go boom. See you later. Too easy. Ooh. From behind is sneaky. Loads of supplies. Run. Why are you walking? Run! I can't run. It won't let me run. There's no reason to walk slowly across. Apart from this. Oh, he's big. Yeah, we're good. Good luck. Everything is reloaded. Alan is wrecked. But here we go. Manuscript.
Maud had checked all of Stucky's rental cabins. There had been no sign of the Wakes. It was dark when he'd found their car parked at the end of the road by Cauldron Lake. It made no sense. They must have taken a wrong turn, but there was no sign of them, and the car had been there for hours already. Frustrated, Mott stood on the rotten ruin of the footbridge that had once led to Diver's Isle before it sank beneath the waves years ago. The boss wouldn't be happy.
Okay. Oh no, don't go that way. Reach the mirror peak. Outlook. No bother. Let's go up these rooms. They look like rooms anyway. Push. That's very convenient. Jump. Pick. Extremely convenient. The shell of a house. Let me in. Give me the coffee. Okay, where am I meant to go? In through the basement. Naturally. If I had a shotgun, I'd have it out. If I don't. Ooh! Tom. I miss Tom. Tom. DW plus TZ. Who's Tom? Did I write about Tom? Somebody loves Tom. Shotgun ammo is no good to a man with a hunting rifle. Flares, on the other hand, are always useful. I hear. Feels like a trap. Ooh. Again, need some batteries after that. Okay, sorry about that. Just had to pause the game. The wife called me. I wanted to know what the story was, because this is a long episode. He was like, "What are you still doing playing?" I said, "I don't know." This is a long episode. If I jump over here and down here, we should be good. It's a good bit longer than the last few episodes.
I could see Cauldron Lake. I thought I could make out the spot where the island and the cabin had been. There was a light near it. It had to be a boat. I was close now. I had to get there fast. I dreaded what I would find.
What? Your wife?
Hey, I'm here! I'm coming!
It's the kidnapper. It's a kidnapper.
We don't know where she is. She's probably...
What? Oh, for God's sake. Right, that was episode 3, and that was absolutely mental. Like, I just have no idea what's going on. I think that's maybe the way the story's meant to be right now. Maybe in future chapters or episodes we'll be like, it might bring the story together a bit more and give it a bit more explanation, but right now it's just bloody mental. That bulldozer just flattened me a couple of times. I was like, what's happening here? And then just in general, it's just chaos. But chaos is good. It's fun. It's exciting. And I'm really enjoying it. That was a longer episode, 2 hours. If you've made it this far, I really appreciate it. I'd love if you can give me a thumbs up on the video, get into the comments and just give me a bit of feedback. And if you're liking the channel so far, I'd love if I could gain your subscription. But apart from that, I hope you have the best day. And I will catch you in episode 4.